Alright, here we go. So I'm here with Josh. He just finished up his first offset stick burner. It's a 250 gallon cooker, and we've actually got a whole bunch of meat on it right now. This is the first cook. We're going to be doing a big jam later on this afternoon. So Josh, you want to go ahead and tell us about this guy?
Yeah, I found the tank. I got the tank from a buddy, and it's not in the best condition. I mean, it's an older tank, but just figured I'd turn it into a cooker. And I've done a bunch of smaller ones, but this was the first big 250 gallon that I did. And I found the trailer on Craigslist in Gainesville and got it from a dude for $80, and I got the tank for $25. The trailer was not close to as good, as nice as it looks now. It was a mess, but I had to cut the sides off the trailer because it had the sides on it. So I got that all ready and then started working on the tank. Got the door cut on it and the hinges welded up, and then we went ahead and set it on the trailer. Basically what's securing it to the trailer is this piece of angle. It's probably like 3 inch. I got it welded to the trailer, and then the tank's welded to it. So the Firebox, I used I think it's like a 30 gallon. It was a water bladder tank. It's a little thin, so it's probably going to burn out. So I'll eventually have to change it. But and I got like a 6-inch hole. I can open this up. Can't really see it with the wood, but there's like a 6-inch hole that the smoke and the heat goes through.
What kind of wood are you using today?
Some cherry and some blackjack oak.
Nice.
Basically the door works. I really haven't put too much time in the Firebox, but the door kind of acts as the damper. If you want it to heat up, crack the door open, it'll heat up. If you want it to settle out, you just kind of leave the door closed. It gets enough air.
How's it been controlling the heat so far?
It's been running pretty between probably about 215 to 240, 250 throughout the night.
It's pretty good. And you fired this up around like 11 o'clock last night, right?
Yep. Got the toolbox from my neighbor Randall. I'm doing some work for him for the toolbox, and figured I'd use it to keep all my wood in.
Little working table too.
Yeah, working table and all my tools and my carpet.
Nice.
Regular old toolbox.
That looks good.
And then got this little guy on the smokestack, kind of to block if it ever rains or keep stuff from falling down in the smokestack, leaves or whatnot.
Yeah.
It does good at kind of diverting the smoke.
Now you don't have a damper on the you don't have a damper set up yet, right?
No, I'm planning on setting up a damper, some kind of damper.
And that's is that a 6-inch stack?
Yeah, 6-inch.
Dang, that thing is beast.
Yeah. And then basically I had to put the trailer jack on it, of course. So put that on, and then just framed out all the decking around the thing to kind of clean it up.
Well, it looks good, man. Let's walk around to the front and open it up real quick.
Yep.
Woo! What an amazing sight. Wait till this clears out a little bit. So where'd you well, I know we got 3 racks of spares going right here. We've got 3 butts and a picnic. It's kind of hard to see. Let's wait till some of that. There we go. So, and then you're gonna be throwing on a chicken and some sausage later on, right?
Yep.
Now, where did you get the grate? How'd you rig that up?
This is 5/8-inch rebar, which is really cheap at Home Depot. You can get a 20-foot stick for $9.
Wow.
So I was thinking about doing the square tubing, but it would have cost me quite a bit more. It would have, and this works just as good. I talked to one of my friends, and this is what he builds all his cooking racks out of. And then the expanded metal, I actually took the measurements of what I wanted and went to the local welding shop and had them cut it exact.
Okay.
So
and how do you, what's it resting on in there?
This is, I think, a 1/4 inch angle.
Oh, okay.
1.5 or 2 inch.
Okay.
And it's probably
and that was welded in?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
And let me grab the glove.
Oh yeah, you can see there's the 6-inch opening down there in the back. Nice.
Yeah, it slides out. It's got a lot of weight on it now.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's pretty nice, man.
But yeah, we'll see how it does. The food's looking good, smelling good.
Yeah. And it seems to be holding temp pretty
Yeah.
good. Got some tape on there, kind of keep some of the leaks
sealed.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, for a first project, this is a really good cooker. Now, the gator head right here, how was this done?
One of my friends, actually my boss at work, he has a friend that has a plasma cutter.
Okay.
And that's stainless, and he cuts these out, which are pretty cool.
Nice.
And he hooked me up with one of those, and probably going to try to get something else maybe to mount up on the counter.
Yeah. And one other thing real quick, I noticed you've got dual thermometers, obviously, so you can kind of check the temp on both ends. What's been the general difference that you've seen in temp so far?
Normally it's about, I've seen like 20 to 30 degrees differential from here to here.
Yeah.
You know, of course it's going to be a little cooler down here and warmer down here.
Yeah, and obviously we just had the lid open, but this one's right at about getting close to 170. And if we look at this guy,
About 182.
yeah, so not too bad. So I think we're looking pretty good on the cook. We're probably gonna have to move some food down to that, you know, keep some of the food down there on that hotter end.
Yeah.
Once those butts hit the stall, you know, we'll probably have to crank it up a little bit more. But man, this looks great, man. Good job. Thanks for sharing this with us.
Thanks, man.
All right.